The culinary world is reeling from a truly shocking development. Food Network star Anne Burrell, a familiar and beloved face to millions, has been found dead at her Brooklyn apartment. But the initial reports of her passing quickly spiraled into a far more disturbing narrative. Sources close to the investigation confirmed that on Tuesday, June 17, emergency responders called to her home on a 911 report of a possible cardiac arrest made a grim discovery. The 55-year-old chef was found unresponsive in her shower. What's now emerging as the critical detail, the one sending shockwaves through the industry, is the presence of an estimated 100 assorted pills surrounding her. This immediate red flag has propelled the New York Police Department to launch an intense investigation, now focusing squarely on a possible drug overdose. This isn't just a sudden loss, it's a rapidly unfolding mystery, demanding answers to how a seemingly vibrant star could meet such a tragic, unexpected end. And the next revelations in this case are poised to shake everyone, and the plot thickens dramatically. Just hours after the initial, chilling discovery, the Office of Chief Medical Examiner confirmed a crucial step, and Burrell's autopsy has been completed. This is standard procedure, but in this case, it carries an immense weight. Yet, here's the critical, frustrating update. Despite the autopsy being finalized, officials are refusing to release any findings on the exact cause and manner of her death. The silence from authorities is deafening, leaving a gaping void where answers should be. Why the delay? What are they withholding? The public, desperate for clarity, is left to grapple with swirling questions and rampant speculation. This isn't just about a celebrity's passing, it's about the unsettling lack of transparency surrounding a sudden, high-profile death. Every moment that passes without official results only fuels the fire of uncertainty, pushing this story further into the realm of the unknown. And the next set of revelations could completely change how we understand Anne Burrell's final days. The questions surrounding Anne Burrell's sudden death are only intensifying, and what we're about to tell you will send chills down your spine. While the Office of Chief Medical Examiner has completed the crucial autopsy, the results remain locked away. This is a developing story with an alarming lack of transparency. Despite the urgency, despite the high-profile nature of this tragedy, there's a stone wall of silence from official channels. Why are they withholding the findings? What did the medical examination really uncover that necessitates such tight-lipped control? Every hour that passes without a definitive cause of death fuels rampant, unconfirmed reports and theories. This isn't just about waiting for results, it's about the unsettling reality that key information is being kept from the public. The lack of answers is creating an almost unbearable tension, leaving millions wondering what dark truth lies beneath the surface of this devastating loss. And the picture that emerges when we look at her final days is shockingly at odds with this grim investigation. Even as the medical examiner remains tight-lipped, a stark contrast is emerging. The final weeks of Anne Burrell's life painted a picture of vibrant engagement, not decline. Just days before her shocking death, the Food Network icon wasn't secluded. She was actively, passionately involved in giving back. Less than 2 weeks prior, Burrell traveled to Florida, dedicating her time to nursing homes like care right centers. She cooked for residents, trained in-house chefs, and championed an initiative to elevate the standard of dining in healthcare with meals she declared good for the soul. Her visits, bringing smiles and genuine connection to residents, were described as nothing short of spectacular. But perhaps even more incredibly, the night before she was found, Anne Burrell wasn't just living, she was performing. She took the stage at the Second City, New York in Brooklyn for her improv class finale. Friends who were there are now speaking out, utterly bewildered. They describe her as so great last night and so happy, appearing completely fine, in great spirits after the show. This vibrant, active engagement in both philanthropy and a newfound passion for improv makes the sudden, tragic end even more perplexing. It shatters any preconceived notions, throwing a wrench into the already murky waters of this investigation. What could possibly reconcile these two vastly different realities? The answers, if they come, will undoubtedly be profound. But here's where the narrative takes an even more bewildering turn. Just days before her tragic passing, Anne Burrell was actively engaging with friends and fellow culinary stars, painting a picture of a vibrant, happy life. In fact, her very last Instagram post, shared only a week before she was found, showed her in seemingly great spirits. She had just enjoyed a delicious and delightful evening at Soho House, dining with none other than fellow Food Network personality chef Elizabeth Faulkner. Her caption, full of warmth and gratitude, read, "Super yummy with a great group of people. Thank you, chef, for the invite and deliciousness." It was a glimpse into a life brimming with social connection and professional camaraderie. This isn't just a fleeting moment. Reports indicate she was making plans, forging deeper bonds with colleagues, even vowing to talk more often with Faulkner. The stark contrast between these joyful public interactions and the grim discovery in her apartment is simply astonishing. How could someone so outwardly happy, so engaged, be just days away from such a devastating end. It forces us to confront the unsettling reality that appearances can be profoundly deceiving. The last images and messages from Burrell's life are not those of a person struggling, but one embracing every moment. This profound disconnect only amplifies the urgent questions surrounding her final hours. And the next set of revelations, focusing on the whispers behind the headlines, will challenge everything you think you know. As the official silence continues, a different kind of storm is brewing. A relentless torrent of rumors, allegations, and unverified claims now engulfing the tragic passing of Burrell. The internet, a buzzing hive of both concern and conjecture, is rife with whispers about what really happened. We must be clear, these are currently unverified reports, speculations, and what some sources are claiming online. It's been said that there were potential underlying struggles that might have played a role, though no definitive evidence has surfaced. Reports claim certain behavioral patterns were observed by those close to her in the past. However, this remains purely speculative and unconfirmed. We are seeing countless theories circulating, fueled by the unsettling discovery at her apartment and the lack of official details. The sheer volume of this online buzz underscores the profound impact Burrell had, but also highlights the public's desperate need for answers. What are people truly saying, and how do we separate the unproven whispers from potential truths? This is a case where the silence from official channels is amplifying every unverified detail, creating a complex web of speculation around a beloved star's sudden departure. And the full story, if it ever truly emerges, may reveal a hidden narrative far more complex than any headline suggests. And this is where the raw, uncomfortable truth often hides beneath the surface. Beyond the glaring headlines and shocking discoveries, the tragic passing of Burrell forces us to confront a far deeper, more pervasive reality: the silent, often agonizing battles individuals, even those seemingly at the pinnacle of success, wage against unseen demons. Rumors, whispers, and online discussions are now rife with speculation about potential underlying struggles. While we must frame such claims carefully, making it clear these are unverified reports and conversations being had, the sheer suddenness and the disturbing details emerging from her apartment demand we acknowledge the possibility of something more. It's a chilling reminder that mental health battles and substance abuse issues often lurk in the shadows, even for those who radiate joy and success in public. Reports claim that despite her recent vibrancy and apparent happiness, there might have been hidden challenges. This isn't about judgment, it's about a harsh, painful spotlight on a crisis that impacts countless lives, often leaving loved ones shocked and confused because the signs were so expertly concealed. The final answer may lie with the medical examiner, but the broader conversation this tragedy ignites about the pressures, the private pains, and the desperate need for support is one we must have. And as this investigation continues, the world waits not just for answers about Burrell, but for a deeper understanding of the silent struggles that can tragically claim anyone. This tragic saga of Burrell's sudden passing continues to unfold, leaving behind a wake of unanswered questions and profound sadness. We've traced the timeline from the initial, shocking discovery of her unconscious body, surrounded by an alarming number of pills, to the frustrating silence from authorities regarding her autopsy results. We've seen glimpses of her vibrant final days, cooking for those in need, lighting up the stage with improv, and sharing joyous moments with friends. Yet, these recent memories stand in stark, haunting contrast to the grim scene found in her Brooklyn home. The official investigation into a possible drug overdose remains ongoing, a stark reminder that even the brightest stars can face hidden battles. Rumors, whispers, and theories continue to circulate, each adding another layer to this perplexing mystery. But beyond the headlines and the speculation, Burrell leaves behind a legacy as a passionate chef, a dedicated mentor, and a truly effervescent personality who touched countless lives. Her story is a heartbreaking testament to the often unseen struggles that can exist behind a public smile, urging us all to consider the silent battles many face. As this breaking story continues to develop, the biggest question looms: what truly led to this beloved chef's untimely end? The full truth, it seems, is still locked away, awaiting official pronouncements. But perhaps, amidst this tragedy, there's a vital message, a critical call for greater awareness, understanding, and support for those wrestling with challenges in the shadows. And Burrell's story compels us to look deeper, to listen more intently, and to remember that even in the brightest spotlight, darkness can unexpectedly descend.